Hey Fit Fam, Coach Rod from Team FFLEX. Today we're going to talk about the Lenda Bikini Pro, and we're going to go into our top 5 placings and talk about why they landed the way they did, my opinion of the event, the criteria, the judging, and everything else that is relevant to all you out there if you want to compete in bikini division. That's what I do on this channel, as I make videos that hopefully give you a little bit better insight into exactly what you need to be doing to bring your best bikini physique to stage. And that's no matter your level, by the way. You could never have competed before doing this the first time, and props to you, by the way, if you're going for that. You could be trying to get a pro card, you could already be a pro. That is what we do on this channel. So if you enjoyed this video at any point in time, hit that subscribe button. We got a lot more coming. All right, let's dig in. So here's what we got: Lenda Bikini Pro, and we're looking at our top 3 for now. We'll talk about 4th and 5th in just a bit. So we have Jasmine here, she's our winner. We have Ashley here, she's taking 2nd, and we have Masa over here taking 3rd. So some familiar faces to you that have been in the bikini world. If you guys have been following along, maybe not, maybe some, maybe yes, but either way, great class, great criteria examples for us to go over today. So bikini, it's all about our hourglass shape, and we can see right out the gate, Jasmine really does have a lot of that. It's all about the up, down, left, right balance to create this hourglass look. We can see that Ashley has it too in a little bit of a different way, which we'll talk about in a minute. And we can see Masa, she's pulling it through here as well. So really great top 3 here to showcase the fact that in bikini, you need to have an hourglass, and that comes from muscle, ladies. That comes from you building your physique out. I always see stuff online. It's crazy to me that people think that bikini means like beach bikini physique, and it did start that way-ish. The division started, but that was a long time ago. This is not a standard. Go to a beach, any beach in any part of the world, and you're gonna be hard-pressed to find any physiques that look like this on the beach, okay? So, you know, it is bikini, but it is all about building muscle, and it is still a division within bodybuilding, okay? We're talking about building your body, and that's what this really is. So looking here, Jasmine, I can tell you she's definitely got good shoulder shape, good development here. Nice sweep from the lats. Lats are not paid attention to enough in bikini, but you really need to make sure that you do at least have lats that can enhance the tapered look, right? Because you can see Jasmine's lat here, and it really does kind of widen out, and it tapers into a very narrow waist. So that effect right out the gate gives you a lot more dramatic of a V-tapered look. Judges like that. Judges see that and they say, whoa, what's going on here? That's a dramatic look. And sometimes athletes won't have that, and it, you know, it may or may not hurt your scoring, but it definitely can enhance your physique to have a little bit of that lat sweep going on. Now, looking to the lower body, very developed glutes. Overall, upper glute good. We talk about upper glute a lot. You got to have it in this division. Glute shape good, and hamstrings and quads match very nicely. They're not overpowering her glutes. They're not overpowering the upper body. It's a very symmetrical look, and bikini continues to be always about the symmetry that you can create up and down, left and right in the muscle department, okay? Now looking over here at Ashley, she's got a lot of the same similarities. We see the shoulders, we see the lat, we see the taper in the waist. Everything's good. A little bit of a different structure for her. I feel like her lower body in this shot could be a little bit too dominant, just a tad too dominant, a little bit too much glute and hamstring, right? Her hamstring looks clearly a lot more size than Jasmine in this picture, at least, and you know, that could be a factor. I think maybe just tip the scales just a little bit too developed in the lower body, that balance being a little bit off, because conditioning, everything else pretty on par. Now looking at Masa, I think it's a little bit of the same kind of effect for her, where she just needs to work on the balance in a little bit of a different way. So she could use maybe a little bit more just fullness to the shoulder, a little bit more of that 3D look there. Great taper, great lats, great glutes. Everything is there. It shows through the way it should. She almost kind of does look a little bit too lower body dominant here as well, though. Okay, so that's what we see in the front. And again, bikini, the front is just the front. The bikini is one from the back. So let's take a look. Now, 3 great athletes, 3 great examples of criteria. And I should say that too. Again, by the way, I say this all the time on the channel. Make sure you know this. When I'm talking about criteria, we're talking about the top 3, top 5 at pro events. They're all great examples of what you should be doing if you want to be competing in this division. However, I'm talking about the further scoring, further points, why the criteria could be that way to help you learn to basically be able to make your physique better no matter where you're competing or what level. So that's why we talk more about that. However, every athlete you're going to see in the video today today or any of my other ones are great examples of criteria overall. Okay, so now looking from the back, you can see Jasmine, very, very symmetrical, right? You get almost a little bit of the shoulder and you're like, whoa, that's some big shoulders, but no, because it matches very well. It tapers into her waist nicely. Upper glute shows good. Glute overall shows good. This slight separation, glute and hamstring, what judges want to see. Her quads and her hamstrings do not look over dominant, not like a wellness look. This is perfect. This is very good symmetry up and down, left and right, and that is, again, probably why one of the reasons she's taking the win here at this event. Looking over here now at Ashley, you know, we're seeing, it's interesting again. I say this sometimes on this channel. It's interesting to see how lower body looks so dominant in that sense, and then you come to the back and it just doesn't almost match. But realistically, it looks from here that her glutes could maybe need some more work. It looks like her quads and her hamstrings actually probably overpowering her glutes from the back, and that balance can be a factor to maybe tip the scales those ways. Again, still taking second. Great job. Now looking over here at Masa. Masa is, you know, a very muscled look, a very different look than the other two in this lineup. She's obviously taller looking in this, you know, shot here, and that is a factor. She does have a lot of muscle lower body. I think her delts do need a little bit more work, a little bit more in the rear delt here will really balance that look out for her. So overall, very good physique, very still in the criteria. However, that's how you kind of get into that third place there over the first. Now, let's take a look at our top 5, moving into now 4th and 5th here. Tamikiya. Tamikiya, I'm not sure how to say her name, you guys. I'm doing my best there. If anybody knows that, feel free to comment it. I'm always doing my best on this channel. I don't want to obviously say anybody's name incorrectly. However, I'm just doing what I can do here. And then Rhoda, okay? These are our 4th and our 5th coming into the lineup with Jasmine. And what you can see is definitely some clear similarities, clear differences as well. So looking over here at Tamikiya, what we can see is that she's got the hourglass shape, very good shape overall. I feel like, honestly, and I don't say this a lot, her arms look a little bit too dominant, okay? When you have bigger arms in bikini, it can kind of detract from your shoulders. So a lot of times you want to make sure that you're keeping your arm size within balance. Her arms look pretty developed here, kind of almost overpowering her shoulders, and it's something a lot of people don't think about, but it could be a factor for this stage that day. Her glutes, to me, look a little bit too dominant here as well. They don't really match as well as I think they could with her hamstrings and her quads, so that could be a factor. Still great taper, still great top 5 physique. Awesome job just, you know, going over points and how maybe that could have played a role in the judge's mind on that day. Next, we have Rhoda here, okay? For me, here, she's just clearly lower body dominant, a lot of glute shape, a lot of hamstring, a lot of quad, does not really contest up to the upper body, and also her condition looks maybe to be just a tad softer than the others in the call out. But let's look from the back, because this is where we always see it. So when we look at Jasmine here, dialed in, really good shape, symmetry, proportion all the way up and down. We get to see now where Tamikiya and Rhoda, they kind of just do not have the same muscularity, the same development, or even the same conditioning to that degree, right? Like we're looking at Rhoda, her glutes just do not show the same development, not the same three-dimensionality, softer tie-ins, etc. So maybe some conditioning factors for her. And, you know, looking over here at Tamikiya, you know, it could be some more muscle, things like that. Her glutes look a bit flat from the back, a little bit not to match the shoulders much. So, again, your symmetry up, down, left, and right must be your focus in bikini, but also it definitely must be your focus in the sense that you are taking care of all variables. Like you're not just paying attention to, you know, only the front pose, only you got to also be good in the back pose. So making sure that balance shows through in all your posing, that is how you get to the best position on stage, and that's how you win your event. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think somebody else should have won? Do you think these physiques are not on par? Do you think they are exactly where they should be? Do you think Coach Rye is crazy with what he says? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this type of content, this gets you motivated, this gets you excited. Hopefully that's what you're using this channel for, right? You're going to go compete. You want to learn more. You want to take these things. You want to apply them. Well, then make sure you subscribe because I do this all the time. And that is what we do on this channel. Thank you for watching. Coach Rye is out.